Hey Kelly, welcome. Welcome, I hope you read the title, everyone. Hey. Hello, welcome. Hi Christine, I haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing, my love? How are you? Well, I'm good, my love. Hello. My scope, somebody tries to ring me. Hi Shannon, welcome. Thanks for the hearts today. Thank you. So the fairy and the slippers, the fairy being me, the slippers being mine. Good morning Fatty, or Fatai, whatever one it is, I like it. Open, no. Jose, I hope that's the way to say it. I hope. Is the reception okay? Because Christine, you're in and out. I don't want to start yet until if you come and regulars come and say hello. Just block that one. We kind of knew that one was going to happen. Thanks, Kelly, for sharing. Thank you, my love. Yes, it's a bit of a strong scope today. So when you've read my newsletter, I shall begin, if you haven't already. Hi, Joel, there he is. Maybe not in a very good reception space. I'm sorry about that because it would have been a bloody good scope, as always. So maybe later on you can do it. And the reason why I put that comment was because that was what was repeating for me in Vanessa, I think, about you cracking on. And every time cracking on came on, and it was like, oh, okay, that's why I repeated it. But I don't think you got that. Well, I will do in a minute. I will do in my own time. Good. I'm glad. I don't... one thing about me, my love, is I don't follow instructions. Okay. Same for me too. Yeah, anyway, I do want to listen to Joel's scope because I was very interested in that today, as always. Yes, nice dress. And the fairy is out today. The fairy queen is here. Need to go and dance in the woods today. Anyway, face shall be shown now. Okay, I think quite a few of you regulars are here now. The reason for the title is, let me find my cat. Day 16 of my menstrual cycle. I am a bit all over the place. I think Joel can vouch for that. Bit crazy at the moment, heading on to PMS or PMT. So, oh, I look nice. You know what? Who said I look nice? Smart tone too. Thank you. I'm a bit far away from the comments. Maybe I have to hold my cat up. I'll tell you what, I'll get a drum for today. An impromptu scope. I'm actually going out tonight, so I thought, because I got ready really late today, I went in the bath at 1:30 and I thought, well, I might as well just get changed and just wear what I'm wearing tonight. So here's the fairy in the slippers, everybody. So if you've got my newsletter this morning, I don't know if you've read it. Oh no, not right now at this moment in time. Go on my website. Okay, I might not be able to block all these people today because I'm all over the place. So if you got my newsletter, just please give it a read today. I've taken a few notes from it because of day 16. I'm usually quite scatty and a bit crazy and heading on, as I've already said, to PMS time. So I'm a bit all over the place. So often I need a few prompts and working with my moon cycle more and more intensely. I'm getting to know where I'm at. Oh God, it's patchy, my internet. Yeah, it is in that cafe that you're in. I don't know where you are, but anyway. So if you haven't read the newsletter, please, no, I don't just follow back. Okay, gosh, go away. That's me, silent-moon.co.uk is me, and I work with the Nature Kingdom, the light of the moon, and menstrual cycles and wonderful nature and the woodlands and everything, and I'm as authentic as I possibly can be in this body. Okay, so I have sent the newsletter out and I wanted to just make a few lovely points in it that I feel where I'm going at this moment in time and what I'm getting from many people and some really loveliness that's been happening around me. And I just wanted, I don't think, is Melissa on? I don't know if I saw her come on, but I told her to watch Scope today. Don't really want to start without Melissa because she's just messaged me. So she might be waiting till 2:30. I'm slightly early today. No, Melissa! Where is she? She said she might be, she might not be. Okay, so I just first of all want to ask a question to all of you. I know some of you had a wonderful time with the meditation yesterday and you really got a lot from it. And I know Melissa done it again this morning and she seems to be getting a lot from it. It's there. The Wild Woman meditation is on Periscope and also at Silent Moon Imaginarium on YouTube. And I wanted to sort of follow on from the meditation. One question I wanted to ask you today, and before we begin, I'm going to ask it and you can throw out what you want to. What obscurities within you are you frightened to honour? And the newsletter kind of says a little bit about that. I won't say too much for those people who aren't signed up, because if you're not signed up, you don't get to read it, and that's just the way it is. So, hello! So, what is there within you? Any crazy, wonderful messes, any obscurities that you would really love to honour, but you really feel that you don't? Obscurities, it's one of my words. If you can't understand my language, Joel, by now, then, well, God, we need to rethink this relationship. Oddnesses, wonderful messes, things that you really hold deep within you, but you are frightened. Love the honour, but love to honour, but don't. Love to honour, but don't. That's a bit too normal for me. So little things like dressing up like a fairy, like wearing slippers with your fairy outfit, like walking in the woods and screaming. What are the little things, little quirks, exactly. So what are the things that you really don't show to other people because you're too frightened, too afraid to actually show them? And I can't believe that within you there isn't at least one thing that you aren't honouring. So are you prepared to share it on here right now? Your reception is good. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Vanessa. And you're the opposite of green now. You're red. And I've got red and green on today. So none of you, so all of you are totally authentic and true to yourself. Wow. That's fantastic. Well, I'm happy. Is there something I'm not honouring? Yeah, within you. I said obscurities, weirdnesses, quirks, funny little things that are within you that maybe you are not honouring, that you really want to do or haven't done, that's within you, within your heart, within your soul. There's got to be stuff. There has to be stuff that you don't honour. Not everybody is honouring themselves fully. I'm pushing the button here. Sorry, got a customer. We'll think on in a minute. Good. Mine's gone blank. Oh, come on, Joel. Come on, this is hopeless. I can't move on any further unless somebody tells me. Least one. Why do you scope? Why do I scope? Well, you ask me, why do I scope? Maybe you want to watch. Come on. Yes, Joel. Okay, I'm going to move on because I think this is really quite funny that nobody has an obscurity that they would love to honour. Yeah, I have a tender heart. And so, Kelly, you're frightened to show that tender heart, or is that something that you're happy to honour? Oh, dear. Yes, you're happy to show that tender heart. Well, that's good. So you're okay with that one. So that's fine. So I never say what I'm thinking. Oh, there you go. That's perfect. That's exactly one. I never say what I'm thinking. And why is that? Singing out loud. There, they're coming now. Brilliant. There you go. So you're honouring them. Yes, I'm scared to share it. So here you go. 3 of you already have actually taken about 5-10 minutes to actually get there. But, okay, got one. Okay, share. So because you've opened it up and you've said it, now you've opened space for that. So you can really work with intensity. Okay, great, Joel. I like that. I think you're intense enough. I think you show your intensities at times. Maybe not fully. Because over what other people think over me. And that's a massive thing as well. It's people, what they think. And that's what I'm leading on to. You seem to be in tune with this scope. I love it. It sometimes feels too much for people. Yeah, don't many of us are sensitives. So Kelly with her heart. And I didn't get your name, my lovely, who had the that beautiful comment there that I've already forgot. But hey-ho, it's okay that I forget it. Okay. I missed that one. So I think they were all pretty much connected. And that singing one was
beautiful. I mean, so many people are frightened to sing out loud, and singing and dancing are one of the things that we need to do for the soul. It's huge. I'm afraid to show my heart because of being badly hurt. Okay, absolutely. Oof, NPA there. Yes, fantastic. Well, I do know that one. But I want to step through that door because that's kind of what my newsletter was about really today. My innate sexuality. There you go. Wonderful. So you're sharing now. So it's brilliant. So I always believe that by admitting it and opening it up, which has taken a long time there, that, you know, you might want to run naked in the woods, but, you know, maybe you have to choose the nighttime to do that because, you know, the police might be around and things might happen to you that you know, you don't need to happen to you. But it's kind of, you know, it's taking it a little bit further. Okay, here's Melissa. I bottle everything up and then every now and again I burst and then go quiet again. Absolutely, that's brilliant because I love that because I think that's so common that many of us do. I really relate to that behaviour, and it's hard. Naked in the woods. Yes, why not? Yes, absolutely. So there you go. So you've let them out. You've said quite a few things. Melissa, we were just saying about my word obscurities. I think it kind of twisted people's heads a little bit. I've been taking action this week and honouring myself coincidentally. Wonderful. So Melissa, we were just saying first of all about this connection to yesterday's scope and the newsletter. What are you not honouring within you that you really feel that you want to let out but you don't? And I know with you you've mentioned some things to me today which really do connect to this particular scope itself. So if you have anything you want to share it, let it out there if you want to. I'm sure everybody is quite happy to accept that right now. Also, I need to honour my inner gut feelings. You see, Kelly, when you start, you can't stop, can you? It's like they start to flow. It's like unplugging something and then they start to come out. So the tender heart I totally get. So that is where I'm sort of going with this. So I want to just move on to think about it. Please feel free to share it amongst yourselves as I move on. But I want to just talk about what my newsletter went on to today was the fact that many people over the last few months have asked me about my spirituality. They're scared to be thought a witch. Oh yeah, absolutely. I can totally get with that. I would say, Christine, with that one, because many people do ask me that question if I'm one, I don't actually stick with the word of being a witch or being a shaman or being whatever. I'm just an Indra. And that also leads to what I was going to say, is that people have asked me how I do my work and how what it is that I do with the moon, and could I share books that I read, and could I share posts and all that stuff. Well, yes, I read books. Of course I read books and I read posts. But really the truth about it is that if you want to work with nature and if you want to work with the cycles of the moon and you want to honour yourself, you just have to be with whatever it is that you love. So you get out there and you do it. And by learning from a personal space, because remember, you are not me and I am not you. We all have different experiences, so we can't all come up with the same thing. So the essence that I make, or the essence that Joel might make, would be totally, I'm Indra and so's my wife. I'm Indra and so's my wife. So the essence that Joel might make, or the essence that I make, would have a total different energy, because they don't come from the same person. Whether they came from the same moon, it doesn't matter. The energies are so different. And Monty Python. And so when Steve Johnson in Alaskan Essences, Bach, Claire, who does whatever, I can't remember what she does, but Fox Mountain Essences, other wonderful essences, all these beautiful flower essences that are created are so very, very different, and you go with the ones that resonate with you. So I always say that what I offer is on the website. It's there, it's available to you, and right now it's in the Imaginarium for free. So the Imaginarium.love is the space where I've put the 6 magical moon rituals for you to get a little understanding of what it is that I do. And God, it was work. So there it is. So that is my offer to you, that's showing you where I come from my authentic space. And believe me, I was saying this to Joel yesterday, I'm still good. I'm still working on authenticity. It's something that we are constantly working on, because we're all liars and we're all fibbers and we all do things that we don't love. And it's okay to accept that. And it's okay to be in that wonderful mess when you make a mistake, and you're human. One place in my life I must honour more is my nutrition. Okay, so there you go. So, you know, I want to eat that chocolate in my shop. You do have the best chocolate, so why wouldn't you want to eat it? So that's a big thing for me, is that the biggest thing, well, nature is my teacher, but authenticity is also my teacher too. So that's always being, I've always found that, like I've said many times, going to gurus or whatever, I've been looking outside of myself for the answers, when the answers are within yourself. And when we did that meditation yesterday, hopefully it led you on to really looking at your story, and that you're not your story, that you are you. And when you get rid of the conditioning, and when you get rid of all the crap that goes with that, you will find that your story is just your story. It's not your truth. Nature itself is authentic. Absolutely. It is authentic. And that's my choice of working with the seasons. And that's not everybody's choice. Somebody else might want to do something on a computer, and that's their guru, and that's absolutely fine. What I do have an issue with, I found that the acceptance of myself led to loving myself. Yes, that's so true. And there's something you said to me on today on Facebook Messenger. I don't want to share it, but I want you to just go ahead and do it. I hope that makes sense to you when you said it to me, because I just want you to be yourself and just do it. Okay, Melissa? It's Thankful Thursday. So, yeah, yes, good. It doesn't matter who's around. To be your authentic truth is being your authentic truth, even when your husband's there, even when your next door neighbour's there, even if they don't like what you say. That's their problem. You know, if you're coming from your heart, then you really can't go wrong. You can share it. Okay, so Melissa is interested in getting Maiden Mother Crone, and she was quite interested in, for those of you that are on the Magical Moon Rituals, you'll see, and she's been interested in it for a while, but she's got her sister living with her at this moment in time. Oh, good. Thank you, Jo. And she's scared. And I'd like you all to give something to Melissa here, because it really, I know a lot of you are experienced in this, is that she's frightened in her own way, and I think it's fear, that she doesn't want to take the drops while her sister's in the house. Now, I see that, totally understand that, but I also see that, do you realise that you might actually be giving your sister something? You might actually be honouring your sister by taking the drops in front of her. She'll be interested in what you're doing. But there's part of you that might have to create a boundary, which you're not used to doing. So there might be something within you that has to, you know, step up a little bit, because I know your relationship with you and your sister. I've given all 3 lodges in my house. Great. Do it. Exactly, do it. I have my children on them. There's times when my children are on their own path. They're not necessarily into the whole thing that I'm into. I have, I have had my husband on them in the past. I've had my mum on them. I've had my sister on them. You know, and these are people like my mother. She's a Catholic. She's a strong Catholic, and she you know, taking these drops is like, you know, what am I doing? But she's found that they've worked for her. So you might be giving a gift to your sister by actually taking them in front of her. But you have to obviously sit with what's authentic to you right now at this point in time, Melissa, because this is your journey. Yeah, I guess so. I do not believe in these things. What things? I'm afraid she might be negative, Nancy. Yeah, she might be negative. I missed the last one. I'm quite curious of what you don't believe in the things. I'm always up for a challenge. Melissa, do what feels right. Wonderful. Absolutely. Do what feels right. your prediction. Okay, well, you don't have to honour my prediction. You can leave the scope. That's absolutely fine. So maybe you want to share what Melissa should do. Periscope to understand why I treat myself with herbs and food, but must be true to myself. Absolutely. And I honour your choice of treating your body with herbs and food. Why don't you go to www.silent-moon.co.uk and see the list of what I've studied. But on top of that, maybe just being very experienced in life is a big thing to be. Yes, to be true to you. Absolutely, absolutely. Why should someone trust you? Oh, God, you're an asshole. Go away. Right, okay, believe in God. Yeah. Believing, oh, it's one of those ones. Okay, so it's going to be a long scope, this one. So anyway, part of this is kind of you're leading the scope on today, because it's wonderful, because I just want to say, Joel said judgment, which was part of the newsletter today, and also naysayers. You're going to get judgment, you're going to get naysayers. So I have, over the last few months, as most of you know, because you know the ins and outs of my farts right now, is the fact that, English term there, is that I have had a lot of people, when self-judgment is healed, other people's judgment doesn't stick. Absolutely, that's so true, and wonderful, and part of your wonderful mess, and when you accept your wonderful mess, it's great. So I have also had a lot of judgment over the last few months, which is, it's actually, when I look at it now, has been absolutely... There's always naysayers, absolutely. So judgment, naysayers over the last few months, people who, like that guy, who think I'm woo-woo. Now, if I'd come on Scope a year ago and had somebody say that to me, I would have cried my eyes out, which I have done before. Sometimes you have to go through the tears on Scope, because social media is social media. I'd have turned it off, I'd run away, never done it again, okay? I don't really give a shit what that person says. I do what I want to do because it works for me. If it works for other people and I help other people, even if it's just one of you in a month, that's great, that's wonderful. And I know what I do does work for people. So I honour that, and I honour nature as well. I've also learned over the last few months, I have had to put up some amazing boundaries with people that I have been scared to do myself. And I have also, Kelly, had to open my heart hugely to people. So I've had to go from that to that. One being Joel, who has been very wonderful for helping me out with the IMAGINARIUM.love. And if you're not there already, please get there. I'm not asking you for money. Just go and get your freebie. You might want to spend, but it's there for you free. You know, the 6 magical moon rituals are there for you free. They're there. They're for you. And when someone is strong in their belief system, I find that they're less critical. Yes, absolutely. And that's the truth. So this is the thing about Scope. You kind of go off on one, because I'm full of it today. This is what happens when I'm on day 16. I'm ranting. So I've had to put up boundaries for massive amount of promises that people have given me. I have also, hi Collier, and I've also had to open my heart within those boundaries to the people. So you build the boundary, and then the next breath you have to open your heart to someone who you can really trust. So it's kind of like, woo, hello darling. So it's like, woo, you know, you get shaken about, really. So really it's very important that every day, at least once a day, that you're able to really sit and connect with yourself. I do it in the morning before I even get out of bed. I'm so happy to see you people are still taking it. He's still taking it. Oh my goodness, should be finished by now, my love. So day 16 of my menstrual cycle soapbox. Everybody, every lady, and even every man should do this. Every morning before you come out of your bed, lie on your bed and put your hands on your womb and connect with your womb and just see where you truly are. Your womb will tell you where you are. And take a few long, slow, deep breaths and really feel within yourself. You know the people in your heart who you can trust, and you know the people who you're going to have to build a little bit of a boundary for sometimes. I had to take a break because I was getting internal treatments for a back problem. Okay, that's fine, but you can still actually take it, and you can put it in some cream. Put a couple of drops in some cream and rub it onto the back as well. They do work externally. Don't often share that, but yes, you can use the drops in cream externally. Very, very, very beneficial for problems on the body. So yes, oh, I will do that. Yes, do that. So it's like that, you know, that really connecting with yourself. Where am I today? How am I feeling today? Today I didn't want to get up until 1:30 and get a bath, and I wrote my newsletter. I was in my pajamas, and that's okay. If you can do that, that's brilliant. So my other thing is, and I'm going to finish soon because I've ranted forever, is that just be careful of people who are selling you authenticity, okay? There are people out there, big shots, big names, who want to sell you authenticity. They want to put a pound sign or a dollar sign on authenticity. There is no authenticity outside of you. It's all in here. Like I say, for free, get up in the morning, put your hands on your womb or your hara and just breathe, and you will know your true self. Keep going, sister. Thank you. Selling authenticity isn't authentic. Absolutely. So you can go all over social media, and you can go to London on a course. You can fly over from Ohio, and you can go on a course that will cost you only £3,000, and that person can sell you a book or give you some sheets of paper and tell you how to be authentic, and then you will go home and you'll just rip them up, okay? Because it's bollocks. It's absolutely bollocks. All you have to do is go to the woods or get into bed, put your hands on this vessel that does it all for you every single day, sit with it, breathe into it, and you will get your answer. It's there. It's there. So why do I do what I do? Why then? So why do you sell flower essences then? Why do you sell moon cards? Why do you give consultations? Because it's a modality. It's something that helps you along your path. Selling support to people, find their authenticity. I truly, truly believe that within you, you have the answers to everything. And once you get to that authentic space, or at least a quarter of the way to understanding that, because it is really, once you start to understand it and just, it's like a switch in your head. I don't have to be something that I'm not. And something happens, I really truly believe at 40, something happens to you. If you're not 40 yet, just wait. Because something really does happen to us. I think most of us would say that if we're 40 and over, that something clicks within you where you're not prepared to take the shit anymore in life. Finding the switch, fab. Yeah, it's like one of those, like a Frankenstein thing, isn't it? Oh, he has it in the neck, but anyway. I like it whenever I see you live. You're like Woodland Realm. It's the Faerie outfit, Collier, today, and the slippers. I've got the slippers on as well. And my jeans stopped fitting. I like it, Shannon. I'm not 40, but I've heard. Well, there you go. Well, when you do, hang on in there. Maybe it'll come earlier. Well, no, my weight's never changed. My weight has never changed since I was 17. I've been very, very lucky with that one. I've been very mindful of my weight. Obviously, I've had an issue with my weight, but when I was pregnant, I never made it an excuse to stuff my face with food, and I was always very careful. Maybe because I was very sick when I was pregnant, so in a way I was kind of lucky. But you know, I've always been very consistent with my weight, very consistent with my yoga practice, very consistent and authentic with what I believe in. And I do truly believe that when you find a balance with who you really truly are, your weight sorts itself out. Joel will tell you this because of NPA. He's sorted himself out with his weight. He was a bit of a porker before, but now he's not so much a porker. Sorry, everybody, if I insult you, but this is, you know, day 16. Could I have a chat with you about friends' daughter? Absolutely, you can. Lipidolite's a good one for anorexia. I created that. If you've got an eating disorder, Lipidolite, it has a lithium in it. If you, I haven't got my Lipidolite with me, but it's a beautiful purple stone that it shines. It's got natural lithium in it, so it's actually a natural drug, so it helps you. £50. It helps with sleeping, and it helps to calm down the nervous system. You'll find that when you've got an eating disorder, your nerves are terrible because they're not being fed. It's the first thing that goes when you start to drop your weight. You might find that if you've starved yourself, that you're on edge all the time and you're jumping. it shatters your nerves. Your body starts to grow hair. I was actually, because I was only going to start scoping about my eating disorder. Perhaps another way I need to honour myself. Yeah, and I missed that. What kind of stone? Lepidolite, it's called. I don't have it on me. I think it's around somewhere. They all have their place. Really bad for the endocrine system. Yeah, it's bad for every system because your body just shuts down. And you grow hair on your body because your body's trying to keep warm because your internal organs are shutting down, which is what happened to me. And I was 4.5 stone UK, so that's the one, lepidolite. It's on silent-moon.co.uk. It's for sleep, and it's also for drug addiction. It's my essence for drug addiction and eating disorders. I know that Steve Johnson, who I will plug because I love him, Alaskan Essences, he does Labrador tea for addiction, and that's another essence which is also very good. I'm dealing with health effects now. Yes, you will do. I had a knock-on effect with my internal fire through to my sleeping disorder. It wrecks everything in the body. Can I ask Christine what it was? Was it bulimia or was it anorexia or what? Gorgeous. The Lepidolite elixir was fab. Oh, of course you took it. So 4.5 stone. So does any bulimia? Yeah, I had that too. I went from having anorexia to bulimia. I used to eat, and English people will know Thornton's chocolates. We have a chocolate shop in England called Thornton's, which used to be popular in the 80s, not so popular now. But we used to have like £10 boxes of chocolates, and I would used to eat at Christmas. I'd used to eat the whole box and go away and throw it all up. I bounce back and forth. Yeah, that's what it does to you. So anyway, 4.5 stone. I don't know that in pounds, but at 18, that's what I was, if anybody can work it out. So you can imagine. So my body shut down. I collapsed, and I had to have my heart resuscitated and brought back to life. And it was just, it was yoga that saved me. Can I take that with me? Yes, you can. Of course you can. You can take up to 7 essences together. £90. Yes, I was £90 when I was 18. I must find a picture for you somewhere. I don't tend to keep them, but I have actually shown my children pictures of me, and my mum still has them because she loves to live in the past, of me really, really thin, and it's quite distraughting. My friend's daughter is coming out of hospital on Friday. Okay, can I just ask Vanessa? I know I'm rambling today. I obviously don't have anything to do. What support is she getting? Because you've just got to have aftercare. If she's got no support, then that's an issue, because it's like addiction. If you don't have the aftercare and the support, then there's a big chance of slipping back into the addiction, because a sleeping disorder, an eating disorder is an addiction. Hello. Who's that? Is that Naomi? Yes, it is. God, my eyes are bad. Yeah, support is key. Absolutely. So, National Health fully supporting. She's 15, going back home to mum and dad. Okay, good. Good. Well, yes, she can get in touch with me. There's absolutely no problem with that at all. I've done the work, a lot of it anyway. So everybody, I think I've covered. So I sort of talked about many big shots trying to sell you authenticity. Please be careful with that. You just, none of you need it. Certainly nobody here needs it. Old enough. It's within you and not outside of you. And then I would just say, reference yesterday's scope. I did put the link to yesterday's scope in the newsletter, which I know most of you are getting. I've never been one to ask but help and support, but missed the last bit. Yes, it's hard sometimes for people to ask for help and support. Authenticity has no recipe. I'm glad you can spell recipe, Joel, because I can't. Maybe because I don't cook. Okay, so let me just go on here. That was an authentic scope today. If you go back to the scope from yesterday, or at Silent Moon Imaginarium. Hello from Los Angeles. Indra is timeless, ageless, beautiful. Wow. I think I'll put that up. Add that to the testimonial, Collier, when you write on my website. Okay, everybody, so let me turn this round for the wonderful creation that Joel created for me. I can't just there for screaming at the videos, but this is 6 magical moon rituals, which is free for you at theimaginarium.love. Go and check out me being as authentic as I possibly can be. I'm going over to cook for you. I'm coming over to cook for you, please. Oh, goodness. I just don't enjoy cooking. It's just not my thing. I love people cooking for me. I need to write my testimonial and I will this week. Good, 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 good. So there it is for you. It's not on the full website yet, but that is where you can get the products. Lepidolite is on there somewhere. Let's find it because we were talking about it and it's a big one. Must go, you guys. See you later. Oh, where is it? Where is it? I can't see it for looking, probably. Ah, there it is. Okay, so there's the beautiful stone that is lepidolite. Probably doesn't do it justice on the picture. It shines with natural lithium, and it's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous one. I know Joel's taken it, and 2 customer reviews there. Give them a read. It clears mental, physical blockages, assists with sleep and insomnia, balances the mood, especially for those suffering from depression and downheartedness. It helps with addiction and eating disorders. See the light in all things, okay? So that's what it's for. So if you're miserable, then it's really good. All right, everybody, enough is enough. Too long scope today, but it's been lovely, lovely to connect with you all. Remember not to buy authenticity from out there on the black market, because it's within your light. Love you loads.